Now this is Janet Hilris from near Dungarvan in County Waterford with who's about to pin the sheep now. She already have shedded her sheep. Now I think by the appearance of these sheep it looks as if it's going to be rather difficult to get those into the pen.
Time up.
Hard luck and Janet, her time is up. Yeah, you can put it on now. Here we have John Ford from Newmarket in North Cork with his dog Nain. John, I think, is holding tough. He's in no rush letting the dog go. Now he's off. As I say, in the outrun there's 20 points. Dog getting up well to his sheep now. Cutting a little bit tight, mind you, going to upset the sheep. That's just what he have done. Okay, he's in control now. There's 20 points in the outrun, 10 for the lift, which means about to start the sheep, and 10 for the fetch, which is bringing the sheep from where they are now down to through the hole here in the centre and down to where the competitor is standing. These are terrible tough sheep altogether. I think they're as tough as I've ever seen at a trial. Nearly the worst I think I've seen anywhere. You need a terrible strong dog against these, dog with plenty of power. Weak dog, lying down dog or anything like that wouldn't have a chance at all to try to manage these. I'd say John would have lost something around 3 points in his outrun. The dog cut him in a bit tight outside and probably lost another couple in the lift. And you never know with this fetch the way it's going. It's fairly wobbly so far, but it's as good as what can be done. He's coming in very well for this hurdle. Got very well, best I've seen so far there today. Gone a bit off course here now, coming down towards him, but still he's still holding together anyhow at least. This is a rather awkward situation to be in now, but I think she's... oh. By gee, I tell you, these sheep are pretty tough for to move them, next to impossible. It is a great trial of this young dog. This dog is only about a 2-year-old or 2.5 or something, so it's a great trial. I think John is about to straighten him up here for the hurl. He's doing great work under most difficult conditions. But by gee, I think they're the worst sheep I've ever seen in my life. Yes, they are pretty stubborn, alright, there's no doubt about it. Now they're going to put the dog to the test of this hurdle, I think, because they're doing everything and anything but the right thing. They're trying to force the dog as much as they can out here against the fence. I really think that this dog is working absolutely magnificent at the type of pressure she's being put under here. Yes, at least I got getting through the hurdle now anyhow, but still plenty of trouble, I'd say. this is what trialling is all about, even though as long as I'm looking at it and I'm looking for a long time, I've never seen anything as bad as this yet. The dog have really been put under desperate pressure. John is pulling out. I think his time is up anyhow.
We know Michael Friendly with that, please. Now it's only the other teams that ready with spot.
No sir danger. Here we have Michael Bradley from Ballinaglee, which is only 4 or 5 or 6 miles over here the road, with his dog Les. Michael is indeed a pretty experienced handler. He's at these trials with a good few years now and quite turned out some very good dogs and had some good runs as well. In fact, he had trialled in different parts of the country, in nearly every county it's in the Republic he have done trials. Oh gee, his sheep are gone off course. Completely off course. Have to try halt then, Joe, sheep are gone off. Here we have Michael Bradley from Ballinaglee, which is only about 5-6 miles from here, with his dog Les. A very good dog actually. Michael is well known in this trial business. He having done a lot of trials with the last 7 or 8 years in all parts of the country. The dog is after falling a little short. I'd say he'd lose about 3 or 4 points for that, but however, he more or less he fell short again now, which these sheep are really coming fast here. I think he's pushed him over too far altogether. Pushed him out. Oh. Yes, he may get away now though. He might get away with it. Yes, I think he's over flanking the dog to that side way. Yeah, he'll get away now, I'd say. I'd say he lost about 7 or 8 points and he's outrun altogether, which is a fair share of points to lose from the start. Another 3 or 4 gone there. Now Michael is bringing his sheep very, very close to himself, where he must go around his back now and drive up here towards us. Yes, good turn there now, very good in fact. But I think they're going off a course and going hard for it too. I think these are becoming a problem now as well. This is where the problem come in, when the sheep will break in all different directions. It's nearly impossible for a dog to do anything with him then. Some hijinks here around this pinnacle. The dog is in an absolute impossible situation here now, particularly with those clump of trees there. Now this is where the test will come in the dog, whether the dog has power or not. It will be shown here, and I think the dog seems to have good power. Right, backing those 4 sheep out of that awkward situation. This is a great test of the dog. He's really having these sheep under control at this point now. Whether it's going to last or not is another thing. They're desperate bold sheep. They look to be sheep that aren't used to dog or anything. If sheep that are used to dog now, they adjust differently to a dog to what these are doing. These are really stubborn altogether. Now these are completely off course altogether. I think Michael Bradley is pulling out his, after packing it in, I think he's had to blame him the way the bloody sheep are going. They're not, can't be handled by dog or man. Young Donal O'Sullivan from Clondrohid in County Tipperary. Donal is out, must be one of the best junior handlers in the country. Only last year he was on the Irish team going to Wales for the competing the international in the junior section, of which he won at great ease. I think he had a fantastic run with this dog Ben. So I think he's going to be put to the test here this evening though. Good and all, see maybe with these sheep that gone off course already. But as I say now, Donal is definitely, must be one of the best young handlers in the country at the present time. In fact, I think he's on the Irish team again going across this year, which this Irish national was held in Bunclody, going to Wexford a couple of weeks back. And as far as I know, he's on the team going across again. So we wish him the best of luck. Because I think Donal is only about 17 years of age, so it's a mighty achievement for a young fellow that age. Now they're making a fast drive down the centre of the field. It looks as if they're going for the gap where the others went in. I think that's what they're doing. But as I say now, they're in good hands. Now I think that these sheep are absolutely impossible. It is impossible for any dog to do anything at all with them. I think the dog has brought him under control to some extent now. He's heading towards the hurling the over in there, which is part of the cross drive. Actually, the drive starts from once the sheep are at the men's, gone behind the men's back. Missed that hurdle anyway. I think it was the fault of the men more than the dog there. coming in near the shedding ring, where the sheep are broken into two parts. There's two sheep taken off. Any two doesn't make a difference what two. There's another 10 points for that. And Donald have them in a very good position. I think there should be no problem in breaking these, because it's about the best thing they're able to do today. I think is the break. Yes, you have it. That's it. Well done, Donald. But your dog back, Donald. You'll be without these two. No, he should be on the way to the pin now anyway. Now we'll see how he managed going towards the pin. I'd say his time could be getting very tight now too. In fact, his time could be... Ah, yes. Now we have Mr. G.L. Pennyfeather from Carrigaline in County Cork. Mr. G.L. Pennyfeather must be one of the best known handlers in this country. He was at him for a lifetime. I think he started back in the early 30s, and he have no doubt represented Ireland on many occasions at national and international level. With a man now that I would say must be in his mid-80s, it is a great trial to take part in any trial, which I think he hadn't been that very well with a little while back, but seeing the way he's working today, I think he's back in full health again. In fact, I'd been talking to him there last week one day, and he told me that he had done 2 trials in one day last week, up one in Wicklow and one in Tipperary or somewhere. So for a man of his age, it was very, very good. In fact, he's after having a very, very good run up to here so far today. You know, it is a great achievement for the man, because I think his sight is not that very well at the moment, and indeed his sight won't be more than good for to keep these fellows in view. I think he told me one time that his first competition was back in 1933, I think it was, in Powerstone Park in Clonmel, which has gone back quite a number of years. But I think now these sheep are going to break again. It looks as if they're going to put the pressure on from here. Mr. Pennyfeather, I think his family were originally from near Cashel in County Tipperary. He moved from there to somewhere in County Antrim back in sometime, I don't know when it was, probably in the 50s. Because when I got to know him at first, he was up in Derry, just outside Derry City, which was in the early 70s, I think about 1973. I came to know him first of all, and he was there. At that time, he'd be just a couple of miles outside Derry City in a fantastic place. In fact, I had the pleasure of being up there one time. I bought it out off him when he was in that, when he was in Derry. I think this year was his first year while he's at trials, not being able to compete in the Irish National, and the reason for that was that he was not very well, I think, at the time. Now I think just going to earn it here. I think now these are going to put the pressure on as they have done all day. I think this dog is showing a little weakness here. I think a bit slack in power. You need a stronger moving dog for to push these. I think this dog is pretty short of power, mind you. It looks as if she's not able to push these sheep as well as she would want to be able to push them, for they being the type of sheep that they are. Now he's heading up here now for the left-hand drive hurdle, but I'd say his time will be getting short. Well done, fair play, get him out through the hurdle there.
Open the gate this side.
I think Mr. Pennyfeather is going to open the pin on the wrong side. In fact, he should have shed before he pinned it on. He must have been after forgetting about it. I think Mr. Pennyfeather's time should be nearly out. Well done, Mr. Pennyfeather. A great achievement for a man of his years.
Could Michael Bradley with Glyn, please? And when Shawnee over... Shawnee O'Leary with left, please. Yeah, afterwards. One, two.
And the first seat was number 1, Mr. Cruiser. Second, Mr. Magic. Third, Eclipse.
1, 2. One, two.
We're ready now for the second heat. second Topper, third Jack.
Have the girls under 7 there. Now we'd like to keep the course clear for the girls cross country. Now we want boys under 7 to go to the same starting area. Boys under 7. We have medals for the first 6 in all races.
Now the girls under 7 are finishing their 400 metre course here at this cross country in Clondrohid. And taking it there is Sinead Nyan of Dromree, second Bridget Ann Buckley, third Martina Hanahan, fourth Marie O'Grady, fifth Bernadette O'Grady, sixth Mandy Kelleher of Clondrohid, here running on her home ground tonight, and 7 Juliet Oxford.
Could you please get back from the ropes and the greyhounds are showing up there.
Now there we have the start of the boys under 7. There's a good number of competitors in this race. There we have the boys in the 7 now coming down the hill into the finish.
Now the boys under. Now the winner of the boys under 7 was Padraig Scannell, second Michael Toomey, third Kevin Lynch, fourth Maurice Scannell, fifth Seamus Drummy, sixth Dennis Duggan, and coming in 7th position Denny O'Shea. Now here we see the girls under 9 race in progress.
So there the girls under 9 now down to the first bend. They will be swinging around and up the hill a little bit and coming into the finish.
Keep the course clear now for the greyhounds. We're starting the first final. Cruiser, Liberty Pride and Firepine.
Now here we see the first of the girls under 9 coming into view. This is Martina Hickey from Mill Street Athletic Club. Very fine runner, coming well clear of the rest of the field. It's Martina Hickey now just finishing out here. The girls under 9, 600 metres. Very fine run indeed. And further back the field we have Maura O'Sullivan of Mill Street in 2nd position. Then we have Teresa O'Grady of West Muskerry. And we have Maria O'Donovan of West Muskerry in 4th position. Then we have Joanne Carroll in 5th position, and 6th Emer Hallahan of West Muskerry, and 7 Mairead Cotter.
Right now, the starting first point.
by the end of the greyhound start.
First, the cruiser. Second, firefight. Third, 55. Second final now. Mr. Magic, King, and Papa.
Now could we have girls under 11 to the start, starting in the same place. They will have a lap and a half. Full lap and a half for girls under 11 and boys under 11. They will be going right up the hill and around, full lap and a half. So any more girls under 11? Under 10s and under 11s to the start. They will have a lap and a half.
Now here we see the boys under 9 coming in to view once more as they come into the finish. Leading there is John Buckley, followed by Tyke Scannell to West Musgrave athletes. Then also very close there coming down to the finish. John Buckley just taking it from Tyke Scannell. Then we have in third position Dan McSullivan. Fourth position we have Brendan Kelleher, Dromree. And back we go once more to pick up finishing fifth there, Donal O'Leary at Blarney.
Now we want to keep the course clear all round for them, please. We have a lot of girls running in this race, so we want to keep the course clear right around, please. We want boys under 11 up here for the start also. Boys under 11. Now we have the girls under 11 right off at the top of the hill. So we have Elder Sullivan of West Musgrave into a good lead here. There we have the girls from Mill Street in second place. Then we have West Musgrave in third again, Mill Street 4th, West Musgrave 5th and Mill Street 6th. we have some very good running here from the girls under 11. So that down here.
8 left.
Now they will be coming into the finishing immediately now.
Rusty, ready on.
In these cross-country races this evening we have medals for the first 6. We would like to have all boys under 11, boys under 10 to the same starting area. They would have the same distance to run. There we have Eleanor Sullivan now coming into the finish. Eleanor Sullivan.
Some fine running indeed from Eleanor O'Sullivan and under 10 from West Musgrave Athletic Club. Second there we have Joanne McCarthy just taking second place there from Breed O'Sullivan of Mill Street. Fourth, Denise Neenan. Fifth was Sarah Scannell, and sixth, Mary O'Hallahan.
Now we have the boys under 11 heading up the hill. Now leading the boys under 11 there we have Patrick Burke of Westmont Street. Now we'll have the boys appealing to the straight again. So the last completed. I want the first figure all the way down the straight.
There we see in the lead there Shane McCarthy, Crookstown, followed by Patrick Burke of West Musgrave.
Next we have Jim McConnell.
Now the boys under 11 are going across the end of the field. They will be coming into the finish. So please, we don't want anybody crossing the track.
Here we see Shane McCarthy now of Crookstown finishing here. Some very powerful running indeed from Shane. And we have Padraig Buck there at West Muskerry just finishing in second position. Then in third position we have Gerard Shannon, also West Muskerry, who comes from Clondrohid.
Hello, hello, how are things? That's how old times here, isn't it?
Yes, and I met you up here.
Lovely, actually, yeah.
Obviously, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely.
Very nice.
Very lovely.
You were going a quarter lap now, huh?
Is it 2 1/4 they're doing, yeah?
2 1/4, yeah.
I think they've run up that hill.
We'll check. That's the motor, eh? Am I in a way, Benja?
Oh, he's in Denver's way.
Right.
Now we have the girls on the 13 race there on the way, with about a half a lap completed.
No. That's a terrible job. Take them call for straight right now, right? Which is no shouting.
In second place we have Sarah McCarthy of West Muskerry. Then we have Denise O'Sullivan, West Muskerry.
Sorry.
Well, there we have the girls on the 13 with a lap completed. 1 full lap to go, plus a quarter. We would ask the boys on the 13 now to be going to the same starting area, and you will have the same distance to run. As they come up the hill for the second time, we have now the Buckley of West Muskerry still leading, with Sarah McCarthy and Denise O'Sullivan, all of West Muskerry. Then we have Main Street.
Like Longo.
I don't know. That's what to do, but I don't know. I think it's something like this. I see on the paper where each job was some of the main things I like. I don't know, I just feel like
Well, they have Norwegian grasses now.
unless they have them in the
There we have the girls top of the hill. We have some very strong running up front now from West Muskerry of Mill Street just taking over. Now there we have the girls of the 13 racing down the hill. When they get to the bottom, they will have 2 full laps completed, and then the next time they will be turning into the finish. I wonder would Willie Neenan know the name of the athlete that's leading the race? Some very strong running from this Mill Street girl.
And is Caroline O'Sullivan of Mill Street Athletic Club going to take this under 13 race?
There we have Mill Street taking this from Westwood Street.
And we have in second place Claire McCarthy of West Muskerry just finishing. Third position was Janet Lynch of West Muskerry. Fourth, Michelle O'Sullivan of West Muskerry. Fifth, Paula Hickey of Mill Street. And sixth, Fran McCarthy of Mill Street.
So there we have Caroline McSullivan of West Muskerry just finishing out. We have Eileen O'Donovan, West Muskerry. The boys in the 13 at the start. We have a false start and these boys in the 13.
Coming up there now, the start of the boys on the 13 race, 2 full laps and a quarter.
Now as they come up the hill the first time, we have Gerard O'Halloran of West Muskerry in the lead. This is a nice testing hill.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you all to the 40th anniversary field day organised by Clondrohid branch. Now, the secondary caravan is here. All teams must be interfered. Now, the program is fairly varied and we would like your information all around.
Now as the boys in the 13 come down here for the first time, we have Gerard O'Halloran West Muskerry in a good lead from Tim Buckley, also West Muskerry. We have medals for the first 6 in all races this evening. There the boys in the 13 now with just a lap almost completed. Now we would like the girls under 15 now to be ready around the start, as their race will be starting as soon as this finishes. That's girls under 15. Now as they come up the hill for the second time, we have no change there on the leader.